I thought this went nice with my with the tash. All right. Although the hat goes bigger when I react. Look at this. Oh! Howdy, howdy. It's good to see you today on day 5 of our charity fundraising streams for the Honest Jam Game Jam, raising money for SpecialEffect. So I was tempted to start designing, like trying to work on the lighting and all that, but really the most sensible thing is to work on the mechanics first. So work on the way that if the enemy gets you, it kills you, that it can only sense you when it's close to you, and that it can react to sounds. So, and once it gets to the sound, it'll like look around, and then after that, it carries on. So that's kind of what we're looking for. Implement it. So where we got yesterday was this, where this boy just walks around, right? But if I bump into this, he'll come at it. Look, I bumped into it. Look at him. He checks it out. He's like, what's that noise? All right. So imagine it really dark with some light, and that when he comes to here, he has a little cone of vision as well, right? He's the temporary baddie that we put together in a horrendous act in Blender yesterday. So I think what we'd need to do is, well, first off, no, I want him to go back. Let's focus on that first. So we have a little behavior tree where he moves to location, and then what we want him to do is to like do a little like look around. Great. Alicia Griffin will add you to this list now. Great night. Thank you very much for the donation, Brainerd Games. Let's get him on the list as well. £10 from the fabulous Brainerd. He's already on our tree. He's welcome to redeem anything he wants. Thank you, Mr. Brainerd. It's appreciated. That takes us to 1220 now. I needed to add more to get me to... Oh, you need me to model something for your game, is it? Yeah, well, previously Brainerd has given plenty, so he's up to like 30 now. So he is welcome to get me to model something. I also do need to do a model for Wheatlol when he's in. Right, Alicia Griffin subscribed as well. 44 months of subscription. Thank you very much, Alicia Griffin. Very much appreciate it. We're almost at 4 years. You're the best. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Tormod! So good to see you, Tormod. Thank you for a donation as well. 20 flipping pounds. That's a lovely amount to give. And a wonderful cause. We're supporting SpecialEffect, who bring technology and games to people who are severely disabled, who otherwise wouldn't be able to take part or use technology to gain that independence, that leisure time, and that happiness. So yeah, they make a great difference to people's lives who are already, whose lives are already pretty challenging due to their disabilities. Tormod, in all its shiny gold glory, you're going onto our tree. Thank you for that £20 donation. This is what I was reminding you of. Where is he? Come on. It is no longer intended to be called on AI controllers. See here, I think it was a result of an API evolving. It's confusing. Should be private. Not ideal. Okay, anyway, you need to use another approach. So, I think the setting the focus point is going to be, sadly, that function doesn't work. So let's stop and let's instead set to focus location. So let's think how we're going to do this. We're getting the leftmost angle, and we want to get a world location plus that angle. So it's a direction. How's this going to work? Okay, I don't know anyone happy with maths. I'm happy to have some help here. Yeah, that's how you update, right? You get the current position and then you add the direction times the thing. So we would just get the direction times. So you'd plus our directional vector, and then we'd want to times that by our distance. I think that is the maths for it. Okay, so this is now our point. So we want to then store this, promote this as our left focus point. Oh my gosh, look at these wires. Beautiful. All right, let's take everything we did over here and just make some space, shall we? Whee! Okay, there we go. We gone. Cool. See where the locations it generates are. Okay, that doesn't feel right to me. Okay. Let's draw some more debug things, shall we? It's all good. This is all learning. It doesn't matter. That's why I like my own jam, because we have so much time that you can just have 4 days of dicking around and achieving nothing. And it's all right. It's all right. I saw the white circle briefly then, didn't I? Oh no, blue. Why is it there? All right, I mean, technically that's correct, right? That is 90 degrees. Each of them is 90 degrees from there. Why is the get actor location wrong? Wait, do we need to get there? Is it because we're getting the actor location of the controller rather than the port? Yeah, now it's inside him. Okay, so that seems better now. Yes, that was it. Hallelujah. Okay, here we go. Come at me. Come at me. You know, one way. Oh, you finished looking left, but you're not turning the other way. I don't get it. It used to just turn slowly to it. Like, yeah, it hasn't rotated yet. Oh, is it because it's the controller is? The controller faces it and then it turns to match it. Let's see. So that, yeah, the problem we got is it now just rotates the opposite way. Look, we basically want it to look one way, then come back. So ideally what we want is if I'm the monster, I get to the bin and I go, ooh, is it over there? No. And I look back. I go, is it over there? No. And then I return to where I am. But what happens is the monster's like, well, it's easier if I look left, and then the next point I need to look at is back here, is closer if I just keep going that way. So in fact, we might need to add another middle point in here in order to get it to behave that way, which feels, instead of this just getting so much bigger every time, we want to collapse a bunch of this into a function. Oh man, I'm going to do it. I don't care. We're doing it now. I spent long enough on this that I want to make a system I can reuse. Points to look at. Flipping, we're doing it, aren't we? Okay. So in that, we got rid of all of our loop, all of our thing. Which looks nicer. Could make a variable here, like angles to look at, and expose it out. Gosh, that would be better, wouldn't it? Then we can make that generic as well. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. Whack that in. Okay. So I'm pretty sure, so much so we're just going to delete all this crap. How? Ah, it's looking nicer now. It's looking nicer now. Get rid of all this shit as well. It's taken like an hour and a half, but we've condensed it into this nice, more generic function, so we can provide a set of angles in an array. And so say we gave it minus 90 plus 0 plus 90 0. It would get, when this task gets called, it will rotate 90 degrees from its starting angle. All of these angles are relative to the starting angle. Then it will rotate back, then it will rotate to the right, then it will rotate to the center. And you could generate random numbers to go there if you want, just so it kind of makes it look a bit more organic each time, I guess. Food! We have macaroni. Thank you to Alicia for making this. That is nice. All right, here we go. So what happens is after it looks around, it goes through those different things, and then it gets back to there, and then it'll go back into it because it's already moved there. So we need to make sure that we then clear the blackboard value. So we need to make ourselves a generic clear blackboard task. So we go into it. It does this little look around, clears it, and it's off. Shall we take a brief moment to remember why we're doing this, eh? Shall we? Have a little peep at some of the good work that SpecialEffect do. That sounds like a good idea to me. Let me just go ahead and get one of these running.
My name is Aaron, I'm 15 years of age, and gaming is a true hobby of mine. My hands, I could notice they were just getting weaker, and I found it really hard to play games. And then the year progressed, and then I started getting a bit depressed because I just couldn't play anymore. It would be too exhausting. So I'll be honest, I didn't think SpecialEffect would be able to help me, but they tried different angles, different positions, and they made this brilliant system that I use today. It's changed my life, honestly. With my adaptive system, with my feet, I use 2 controllers. I use the joysticks, the A, B, X and Y buttons, and then I use 2 ultralight switches on my right hand, which I use for the triggers, and then 2 ultralight switches on my left hand, which I use for the bumpers. So I had everything that I would normally use on a standard controller adapted to me, and I could use them again. With my disability, I'm limited to do things. I don't want to sound like a gameaholic, but it was one of the only things I could do for enjoyment. So gaming has really opened up that door for me, and my life was restored back to the way it was. I was playing games, I had a social network like I did before, I had friends. It helps connect you to other people in this world. It's just fun, and it's something for me to do, to unwind from GCSEs and pressure and, you know, just life. So games do mean a lot to me. I don't know where I'd be without SpecialEffect. My hobby, gaming, it wouldn't be a thing anymore. So I'm really grateful for them for that.
Yeah, it's really, when you think, because you think things must be difficult, and then he's like, oh yeah, so it's nice to have something beside my GCSEs and other life pressures. It's like, oh yeah, we tend to struggle with just normal life stuff, don't we? So yeah, things are a lot more challenging for people who are severely disabled, and yeah, if we're able to get rid of some of those challenges to give them a bit back, that's a lovely thing to be able to do. For the different ones. Yeah, yellow and green. Okay. So, whoa! What? Oh, Erique! That is a big flipping donation. Yes, that is the correct expression right now. Let me surmise what that expression should be with the following filter. Ah! Ah! Unreal. So yeah, with that donation, crikey, what are we on? £1,390. We're over halfway, 55% of the way to the goal of £2,500 for a wonderful cause. What a good thing to happen. Thank you everyone who's been donating to this wonderful cause. We were setting up the perception so that we can see if it sees as well, right? Oh, hello. Hello, cutie. He detected me. Hey, look. So he's currently doing the logic for hearing a sound. No, he's bound to turn around now. See if he spots us. Yeah, so he spotted us. Now he's having a look around where we were. And then off he goes again. So, like, obviously we want different behavior based on if he spots us, right? So, for us, he would try and hit us. And if he does hit us, we die. Ooh. Get sense class for stimulus. Ooh, okay. That's positive, right? That could be what we're after. So if anyone just joining the stream, we're doing great. We're up to £1,390 over the halfway point. In £10 more, we get a guarantee of a summer edition of the Honest Jam. So there'd be Honest Jam number 4. That's a non-charity one. I do the charity ones around Christmas. But yeah, so there'll be just another normal game jam hosted in the summertime. So that'll be when we get 10. And then if we get £110 more, then I will need to go to the store to buy some bleach and we'll get myself some frosty blonde tips to my hair. Name. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You changed the name of a variable. Hold your horses. The logic doesn't matter anymore because Spacey's donated 10 fabulous pounds to the cause. And you know what? That takes us to the wonderful 1400. 1400 was how much we raised in Honest Jam numero uno back in December of 2019. We have now met that goal and we're going to keep pushing through it. Thank you very much, Spacey 3D. We raise our glasses to you, or in my case, our mugs. Appreciate it very much. What? There's a double donation. There's an Out For Us donation too. Now we're on 1410. I cannot keep up. Right, ladies and gentlemen. First off, thank you very much, Out For Us. It's a very generous donation. The money is going to such a good cause. I think it's. I was speaking to someone about this very recently, just saying it's one of those things where we take a lot for granted, and I think these custom setups and that probably don't. You know, it's expensive to an extent, but once they've got it, the amount of benefit they get from it is so life-changing, I'd imagine, for them. You know, we're quite privileged that we get to choose the game as a choice, as what we want to do when we have a plethora of options. A lot of these people don't have the options we do, and gaming is really one of their only means to kind of feel like they're on a level playing field or to take part in social activities that otherwise they would not be able to do. So yeah, thank you both for your donations. That's a great choice, Spacey. Bizarre. Now we've got 3. How am I meant to keep up? Okay, so we're now on £1,420. Thank you very much to Bizarrio. £10 extra. This one goes out to the Space Dogs, who has requested the wonderful Giraffe, along with one of our deep, friendly voices. This is not what we expected. Right? This this doesn't count towards the time. This is horrendous. There was a good giraffe one, but I don't know where it's gone. We have to find it. Why would I want giraffes on my face? My name is Spacey. I'm a giraffe. This isn't the one you asked for either, but it is quite a good one. I'm also a freaky giraffe. Giraffe with a human mouth is one of the most disturbing things I've seen.
Get ready. I am born. Yes, I am here. And today we are going to learn about coding in Unreal. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue where we set off then, shall we? And if you're lucky, Outfrost, do you mind me doing it with this face and voice? Is that okay with you? Okay, in which case, Spacey, you get yourself a special treat. You get this for as long as I play Getting Over It. One of these days, the camera's just gonna break and you'll see my normal face just poking my tongue out my mouth like this. Alright, Getting Over It is, let's get this in the spread. Okay, we can do this, Put it down, push it. No.
Now is the happiness I had before. C.S. Lewis.
Okay. We did it. Take 2 on the orange table. Alright, well, unfortunately, that is the end of our 10 minutes. So we're going to just sit on barbecue to remind ourselves that that's where we are. We are barbecue. Suckers.
And the giraffe is going to bed now. Good night, giraffe. Bye-bye. We did get wrecked, didn't we? Hello there, Tormod, though. Good to see you. Nice. All right, back to the old code. Again, massive appreciation to the donations. Let's get ready to carry on with what we were trying to do. So, oh, you're redeeming. What's your redemption on, Rick? 10 more. Legit. All right. Where are you? Here. I like how you let me quit, only to make me open it up again. The pure troll. I guess at £150, I can allow that. Why am I so terrible? I feel sometimes I'm great at this. Today I'm out. The last 10 minutes of this, I've been absolutely dog.
Please audiences, uncritically accepting their tastes. It can only mean that you have no...
Easy does it. Ooh. I don't think I've ever fallen this bit before.
When to the sessions of sweet silent thought, I
Oh my!
up
Oh, I'm here.
You
can get up there. Yeah. Now he's noticed me and he's coming right at me. I can go to the bedroom to hide. No. Okay, so we're outside of the normal range now. It's only when we're outside of the red that we're concerned about. So red, red, outside of the red. What have we got? So the source of it is coming from this character. Successfully sensed. False. Okay, we can use that. That is going to be our way to know. So if it's not successfully sensed, then we know that they've gone out of sight. And if we leave it, and then it's going to get back in sight, now we'll hit this. Successfully sensed is going to be true this time. Okay. Nice. Okay. We're down with that. We've got a little bit we can work with now. So it's still chasing us. Still chasing it. And then he got bored, right? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, 420 indeed. Hey, how you doing, Hunty Capable Sean? We went to see you the other day. Olive Boy the Second, the wonderful corpse. Thank you very much for the donation, good sir. Thank you for the subscription, by the way, and I'm glad you think it's cool that I'm making a horror game with a wheelchair user. Yeah, it's been a really, really like interesting kind of perspective for me, trying to like code it and imagine the kind of the physical mechanics of it, and I wanted to try and emulate it with the physical controls. But okay, the idea anyway, this guy's not going to leave me alone because I haven't balanced it well. The idea is if he gets to you, you would wake up again in front of the TV and you'd start again. You'd be back in this dream until you complete it. But the one of the mechanics I want then is that we have lots of objects on the floor like this bin. And if you knock into those objects, it makes a noise, and that dark creature thing is sensitive to noises, so it'll go and investigate them. So it can't see very far. If I do a 180, I hope it stopped chasing me. Yeah, it stopped chasing me now because I managed to get away from it. But the idea would be that you've got to sneak around and like get the key, get to your phone, get out of the house and things like that. But you need to avoid and like carefully steer around all the mess that's on the floor because it'll make noise and draw the enemy to you. I just got excited. I thought it was lovely. We raided Hunty Capable Sean the other day, who himself is disabled and has a kind of custom setup. And so it's really interesting to see how he manages and watching him on his successful channel as well. He's got loads of people watching him as he plays. He's just chose a new place to go and have a look around. So what I'd like to do is maybe have this last stimulation source and have it as a point to go and investigate. That's instead of him just stopping. That once you get out of his range, you'll go and look there still, and then look around, and then he'll leave. So that's what we're going to try and do. Will he go and check out the last spot he saw us? Yes, he does. And then he'll have a look around, doesn't know where we are anymore, and then he chooses a new place to go and have a look. So this, yeah, can you see it only will choose the ones that it can't see, so it won't choose this point and it won't choose this point. I think that's quite cool. And then we move this testing pawn. Will it actually be able to see those? Still can't see it, it says. Depends where the... Is there any point where it can... Yeah, there. Okay. So at that point it can see it. I'm guessing it's because the center of it is where it does the trace from. So that's a bit of a shame. Realistically, we'd want the trace coming from the head. We can change that. I need to think how to do it. Wonder if this will work. Is it because it's in the mesh? It shouldn't be, but let's just chuck it up here, for example. Oh, it totally did make a difference. So it was because it was blocked in its head. when it gets to the winner, it shouldn't choose any that it can see. Yeah, cool. Can you see over here? It couldn't see. It could see that one out the window, so it didn't go out there. Interesting that it rates itself because it can't see it when it's stood right on it. See how that's still got a score? Okay, yeah, so this is good. You see the distance is failing on... Why is the distance not failing on this one? Oh, is it because I'm in the floor? Okay, there we go. Distance, and if we change this distance to be greater, like 500, more of them will fail because of distance. Yeah. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. To get on a call with Brainerd Games. So, we will be back.
Yeah, we will start with only a vertex. Extrude and extrude to top.
Okay, so E. Magic.
Use Z, please, so it doesn't go.
Yeah. Okay, so if we do this as the
maybe we can have 2 or 3 layers of the body, like 3 extrudes. So maybe bring it down a little bit and extrude two times more.
Bring it down a little. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so like do one to like here, and then we extrude it again, because then we could scale that out a little bit. Is it, or just for bones and that, I guess?
Yeah, right now maybe try Control A for the second or third one.
Yeah, do the shoulders to begin with, and then ooh, shape. Okay, cool. Like that. Yeah, it's an interesting way of forming, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
If we do that just a little bit, and then we move just this one. I keep pressing H instead. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Let's go to front. What? So less sideways, you mean, right? Yeah.
Yes, sideways.
So if we get this and we control AA, yeah, that's the thing. I've been doing it all angles at the moment, but we just want to do X to bring it like thinner. So we probably want that. We're going to bring the jaw in a bit as well. So we'll do these two as well. Control AA, and then just on the X, we're going to bring it in. And we can give it a bit more, maybe definition, just with Control AA, X.
Yeah, you see where you need to extrude the arms from, I guess.
Yeah, it'd probably be from here.
Yeah, probably.
Let's go ahead and extrude out on the, I think it's the X. Oh, release smokes. Right. Yeah, we're getting there though. I can see definitely how this, let's just move this in a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that looks good. That looks really good. And then we'll extrude that. Fly, my pretty. I feel like we've got a creepy thing all of a sudden. Little chicken wings. Okay. That sort of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we do a...
Nice.
Maybe we need to like give a bit more chunk all around.
Or add another vertex between hip and middle chest, and then move that backwards. I don't know.
Oh, like here, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, it definitely gave us the option to have a bit of shape anyway, right?
Move it back.
Booty, booty.
There's your booty.
Welcome to the baking show. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be making some cookies. These are going to be healthy vegan cinnamon crinkle cookies is what they're called. They're made from dates, oats, almond flour, baking powder, baking soda, cinnamon, sea salt and unsweetened plain plant milk, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. That's what we're going to be. 5. Uh-oh. I can't. There's no stone in this one. This concerned me. Where'd it go? Oh wow. These dates are great. Woo! They're kind of like it feels like I'm eating like toffee or fudge or something. Not fudge, toffee. What? Really like kind of buttery inside. That's why they were, yeah, indeed. Crikey. Now it's the best date I've had in my life, aside from Alicia Griffin. Whee! Whee! Let's. Alright. So next up we need to measure a couple of extra things to put in. Cinnamon, 1.5 teaspoons. That means 3 teaspoons. This one goes out to Sparky Pugwash, biggest cinnamon fan. It's not doing anything. As predicted, the dates are a little bit too sticky. Take off the old wedding ring. Let's get down to business. Washing machine. Alright, so now we mix in milk with vanilla. I got a feeling this is... Oh, it's so wet now. I don't know if you can hear these hideous noises. But I generally feel it's like I try and roll it into a ball and look, it just splits apart in my hand. We've added quite a bit more flour. Yeah, I can kind of do that now at least. So that seems better, thank you Alicia. But that's a bit too big for a golf ball, so they said around golf ball sized. So we're going to do like that, then squidge it to around 1/2 inch, and then we're going to plonk it here. You're going to be the corner holder. Do the corners first, keep it in place. So we're just going to chuck these in. Grabbing that dish, essentially dirtied another 4 dishes. But it's fine. It's where the Super Bowl of cookie mixture will live. We will collect all the other little bits that have flown out during the adventure. This is the wholesome part. Nobody gets left behind. We've been through this together. Now we have the disgusting part where you guys get to watch me eat it off my hands. Oh my gosh, it's so tasty. Look at this mess. Look at it. Batch 1. Okay, gigantic cookie. They're slightly crumbly. They've got those cracks in them. They look quite oaty, quite soft. But they're looking good. They look quite thick. So I'm just going to let them cool on a cooling rack. I think I need to... Alright. It's a very soft one. Very malleable. But it's all good. It's 29, so we're ready for the big one. The burger cookie. So the burger cookie currently looks like this. I just tried loosening it. So all I wanted to do is loosen it. Do you know what, since it's a burger, we're going to do it burger style. Let's flip it and give it another few minutes. The big burger boy had a little bit longer to cook. He's thankful for it. It's in pieces, so a toss is going to be a dangerous game. Very dangerous game. But we got it. Okay, so it'll be good to pick at, that's for sure. And it's time to pour. Thank you everyone for keeping us company today. I'm glad to see a lot of us here hanging out while we're trying to bake these wonderful tasty goods. First impression is they're going to be great. Nice and soft, not completely falling apart, but look like they'll be a bit messy to eat. However, that sounds good to me. So, I will invite the wonderful Alicia Griffin in to try a cookie with me. Why, hello.
Why?
You have tea and a cookie available. Would you like to claim? You poking my cookies.
Well, you said that you like to see if they're soft.
I do. These are very soft.
They look like burgers on the bottom.
They do look a bit like burgers, don't they? Burger. But because it's just oat and everything, it's not. You can't be uncooked with this. There's no egg or anything in, right?
Mm.
So if it's like just hot dough in the middle, that's fine. They're very doughy. It's kind of like a hot version of the mix with a slight crispy outside. But I'm really down with the soft texture. Flavour wise is really good. I think the ginger and the clove probably has worked well. You can't over taste them, but I think it's probably given it a bit more depth, if I may say so myself.
Mm-hmm.
And the good news about them actually is, with a solid cookie, I can eat them super fast. Oh dear.
Well, now you're going to have to eat that one because it fell apart.
But these are a little bit more work. I like it. They're filling, they're stodgy.
Stodgy?
Either way, thanks so much for being here. You guys are great. We've been Dan and Alicia.
Woo.
We've got some wonderful oatmeal cookies. Hum, 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 hum.
Yeah, I mean, they're better than the oatmeal cookies we made before.
There, Alicia's done it. She said they're better than the last ones we tried making. So therefore, these are the best gosh darn oatmeal cookies that we've made today.
Mm.